This is a Headgum original.
So it was really funny.
To me, it's impressive what you do and how much you do it.
And I appreciate it.
Do you ever drive when you're driving your car? Do you ever? Marika doesn't drive in the car.
Yeah, but Jeffrey does.
Jeff,
and that's
do you
what
ever?
you were saying that
Do you ever
appreciate it.
Do you ever just listen to static for like a
radio static?
Yeah.
Listen, not everybody can be radio free. Anya, you're obsessed with radio, man. I mean, she's like driving hither and thither, parkour A to B, as complicated as possible throughout the streets of mind you. And it's just static this, static that. Is it AM or FM? Or you're trying to say both?
You're trying to dox me from my last apartment, so I don't live there anymore.
I also do want to answer this because I think
Yeah.
I do something really, really weird, which is I often put in my AirPods, which have the noise canceling feature, and I listen to nothing. I just walk around with those in.
I do that,
and they drain the battery.
I do, and you do that. Well, it's often helpful so no one talks to you out in a city like New York.
Popcorn
Yeah,
in your beard, right, man?
it does feel like some sort of defense mechanism.
Sure.
But it's often the situation where like if I'm listening to something and I go in a store, I turn it off because I'm too.
Do you guys
like,
not
it's
understand that there's a fucking
I
episode
will
that
say-
started? You guys are still saying the same conversation from before.
Jeff, I don't mean to start off on this note, but there is buzzing on one of the tracks.
Yeah.
You hate to hear it.
It's also so jarring not seeing Geoff.
I fixed it.
Jarred.
Oh,
joy.
how did
That
we
was
fix
huge.
it?
Jarred
That-
Joy? Are we talking Jarred Joy? In terms of basically, Richelle, to fill you in, jarred
I
joy
actually
is
don't
when
know
you
what
take
that-
something that you love and you put it in a sack.
Okay, for later.
And a sack.
Not even.
safekeeping?
I wish it was that.
Just
I really
to be
wish
in a
it was
sack?
that. Just
For
to-
earlier.
yeah. There's putting things somewhere for safekeeping, and then there's this, which is entirely different.
And then you never revisit it again.
AM or FM, Anya? AM radio when you're driving in your
Wow.
car?
Great question.
Driving.
There's a time and a place for
driving
both.
In your car.
bandwidths.
Static
Music,
on the
I know it's
stereo. Anya, radio free.
free.
And
And
I love
Anya.
Have you been on before?
I have been on before.
Okay. I couldn't tell if I was like supposed to tell you that might happen or not. Or if
Rochelle
you
had
know.
the classic line of, I don't know what this show is.
That's
That
really
just
good.
brought the house down at minute 38 of her episode.
Did you figure
That's
it
still
out?
true.
Yeah, I was gonna say that hasn't changed since.
I am loving the energy though today. Amir came in. Well, you kind of had some good energy before we started recording, and then you housed a smart popcorn.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're crashing or what, because now you're like crumbs in the beard, starting to look pissed.
I had to like sort of MacGyver together a lunch out of a series of snacks and oatmeals, and like I'm in this weird, like when you just snack your way through all of breakfast and lunch.
Right.
So you're not really hungry, but you're not full in a happy way either.
Sure.
Boy lunch, they call it.
Yes, it's a boy lunch.
Boy lunch is just seemingly grains because you had oatmeal and popcorn.
Yeah. And then I also had a banana and a coffee. Actually, boy lunch is my
All
new
carbs.
DJ. Yeah,
Wait,
all
sorry, what was
carbs all
that?
the time.
Your new DJ name is Boy
Boy
Lunch.
Lunch, yeah.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. What kind of tracks are you spinning?
Usually just songs that I listened to in college, mashed up.
Like 2 songs switching in between the 2, or like every single song you liked in college?
Every single song I liked in college.
Yeah. And when people
Mashed
say,
up.
what's your alma mater? You often say
Mashed
Berkeley.
up.
And then they're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, School of Music. And you don't correct them.
Yeah, because I want them to think that I have a specific trade or skill. Whereas Berkeley, the one I went to, is just open season for anyone who lived in California in the 90s.
Yeah. It was also open concept.
Meaning?
The library didn't have a lot of walls.
Really?
And we haven't talked enough about this.
I thought we brought up Berkeley's library recently, but maybe not.
Libraries have to be open concept, right? I just want to.
Yeah,
I
of
just wanna
course.
air
It's
that
always
out.
just one big room.
Like it's yeah.
Yeah, but in every library architect has the choice to drywall over the Dewey Decimal System. They just don't, which
I
is
mean,
fine.
my school had a library that was a glass egg. So
Let's hear more about that because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Was it really a glass egg, an oval?
Yeah, Mansueto Library
Pull it up.
What school?
featured in the movie Divergent.
How do you
to
spell
be a
that, Marika? We're gonna get a numbers crunch on that. Put it up on the.
Divergent.
That's the
think
movie.
that's
The
the
library is Mansueto.
Mansueto College.
Truly crazy for both of you to think that I thought Marika went to Divergent College.
Well, you just
What
said
is
I
it?
didn't think-
Mansuvin?
I
Yeah, it
didn't
was
think
like a
that.
joke.
I just thought you were
No,
spelling.
Marika,
the
let's sit in this
Divergent
moment for a second, because it feels bad to all of us.
Why?
What's the name of the fucking library? UChicago? Brag.
Chicago.
Just type in Reg, R-E-G, egg.
Just type in
Reg.
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 Just type in egg.
A ratchet
Reg
egg
Egg.
library from the
Okay.
movie Divergent
I have a-
University.
I have a question
Reg
for
Egg
Richelle.
Library?
when we're
Mansueto
ready.
Library.
All right, we got it.
All right.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Libradome.
Libradome.
Wow.
Why
I
didn't
don't
you
like
say
that.
that?
I don't mind that for
Reg
Marika, but
Egg
library.
Igloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she calls it up here.
Nice.
That's really good.
Yeah.
La Bibliothèque Dome.
Holy.
Rochelle, let's dive into your past. Let's talk about who you loved the
We're
most.
moving
in
on
this
from
world.
the library that fast.
Yeah, I
What
think
more is there to say about the Libradome?
I just
got
know it's
it.
got a robot arm that gets books from underground.
it's pretty cool.
What the
That's
fuck
pretty crazy.
is
Yeah.
any of this?
Marika went to college in the future. And now she's back to tell us about it.
Marika has BDE talking about a robot arm.
ED.
Big library.
Library
energy.
Egg.
Big dome energy. Yeah, this really does say Libradome Reg Egg Igloo.
That's
As
insane.
Quickly as students have dreamed up pet names for Mansueto, they've adopted the futuristic library as their own.
Versus doing what? What was the other one?
I mean, they need to create
Denouncing
copy.
it.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be like $50,000 a year for you,
I think
Chicago.
the robot wrote
More
that.
than that.
More than 50? It's more
Oh,
expensive
yeah.
than USC?
It was like 60. when
Maybe
I went.
USC was 60. But I had a 50% scholarship.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
Not merit based.
It was threatened based.
Yeah. You blackmailed them for the other 50%.
Yeah.
My school actually recently it was like part of a lawsuit where apparently they have to pay people's like student loans. Like someone won a lawsuit and now UChicago owes students like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's
that
not a lot
had-
for the whole university to owe only a
that's
couple
like
$100,000.
that's two students.
Yeah, but it's like I should be getting money from them and I haven't gotten my email about it yet.
you're gonna
And
never mind.
I had to
No,
figure
let's
this
hear it.
out.
And we'll but anyway, back to Richelle.
But I'm saying the Libradome where you would enact revenge.
I've well, first of all, no, because no one ever called it the Libradome, and I hate that. And
they
I'm
called it
against
what? Real egg or whatever? Just egg?
We called it the Reg Egg or Mansueto.
It really is reminiscent of that like mayo shit where it's
Yeah.
like just egg.
What's the reg in
Yeah.
Reg Egg?
And
The
this might be the thing.
Regenstein.
Never mind.
What?
I was just
Regenstein?
gonna see, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have the
It's-
Reagan library and then you have the Just Reg library.
Well, it was the Regenstein Library, but yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
So
that's the.
Who's
it was
Mansueto?
yeah,
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
very confusing. The Reg
not just
Egg
call it
Library.
one
Reg
thing?
stands for Regenstein because it's the Regenstein Library, but it's also called Mansueto or
Right,
the
because
Libradome.
you have to understand
Wait, what
that the
if his
Reg
name
Egg was
is-
an addition to the Regenstein Library where
You
you had to
have to
walk down a
understand.
glass hallway and then enter this glass dome with the robot arm.
So the man's
And the
name.
Regenstein was like
The
really,
Reg
like,
should
concrete.
be robot arm egg. There shouldn't also be Regenstein in addition. Before there was a egg, there was Regenstein, and they were like inspired by his last name.
And they built it into the shape
Not
of an egg.
even inspired. It was something else
Perspired.
entirely. Yeah.
He was
His
sweat.
And it
name
also
was,
is
his name
that
was
it looks like an
Mansueto
egg.
Regenstein.
That the
Yeah.
library looks like an egg.
I mean, don't get me started on the Riva and David Logan Center, I'll tell you what.
And we won't get you started on that. My
You're
last
welcome.
question is crass, but I have to ask. Did you or anybody you know ever get dome in the Libradome?
Wow.
Definitely
Get
not
dome?
me. I assume somebody did.
I got
Rochelle just
Labradome.
dragged me by quoting me.
Rochelle is. Oh my god! You almost spilled a pint of cold brew. Are you younger than Geoff in a cool fashion, or are you sort of the same age? I'm hoping somebody
She's
is a younger,
older.
hipper.
I think I'm
You're
older
30,
than
right?
you.
and yet you still
some
made fun of the
respect.
words.
No, you're
you
28.
used.
I'm 30.
Okay, I'm 25.
So
Oh,
when she
baby.
made fun of you saying dome, I thought it was
you know
coming
that song
from a
where it's
place.
like, we've got trucks, we've got Jeeps, plus dome.
No.
It's the
That's the worst song I've ever heard.
This is so
That was an
fucked up.
awful song. That was the
got
song.
trucks.
We got
got
Jeeps. We
Dome.
That's a song.
Yes, it's
Was that you singing?
No, it's Cameron.
Jesus
I have to.
Christ.
I'm too
That
young
was-
and old for this.
Yeah, it's like an older song. The younger
You're
generation has kind of
2:30 to
repurposed.
listen to that.
Yeah.
We got trucks. We got Jeeps. Pregnant pause. Dome.
It's not even. And he also has a song called "Losing Weight."
3.
Just sort of the trilogy about fucking exercising more.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Damn, already we home. Now let's get it on.
Not that. That's all good so far.
Dome.
And then here it is. Wait.
Where's the dome?
There's no dome.
You made up the dome
No,
part.
the dome is over here.
So you talking about trucks and Jeeps again?
Yes.
No, the dome is over here. So the pregnant pause was a ellipses written out.
Okay,
Get
this
to
is
later in the song.
This is it. This is it.
That's right. I had to call up L. Yo, L.
Yeah.
I hit plus dome. We got it on now.
Unrelated part of the song.
Yeah, but that's like the gist of it. Is like we were in the Range Rover, talking about an SUV, and then it's like we hooked up plus dome.
I get that part of the song, but when you said it was we got trucks, we got Jeeps. Dome.
Fuck all of you
He's
except for
talking to
Richelle.
his friend. He's talking to his friend.
Yeah.
It
And
is a
his
good
friend's like,
song.
"What's up?"
What up? I hit
And he's like,
Plus
I
dome.
What? And his friend's like, "Okay,
then
what
straight
else?"
into-
And he said, "Plus dome." And he
Yeah,
said,
it's
"Say
an
what?"
addition of dome.
The way you say it, Geoff, is so scary.
Dome.
Right? Got trucks.
Rochelle's on board
dome.
now. Plus dome.
Plus dome.
Plus rice.
And we're gonna burn rice tonight.
Oh, wow.
You guys weren't on the episode. It comes out, I think, this Friday. But we did a rice parody, which we haven't done for a while, and it was "Walk on the Wild Side."
Uh-huh.
But it was "Use a walk to ensure burnt char."
No.
So
No.
Wait, so do you
Basically,
dislike
yeah.
rice?
I love rice. I just
Okay.
think it is best served. It's a dish best served charred. Does that make sense? So basically, it's
Like
like,
a little
not
crispy.
fried rice.
No.
Not sticky
Little
rice.
crispy is
not
good.
crispy
He wants
rice.
it burnt black.
Cauterized
It's also-
grains. Sear thus.
Yeah. We remember.
Yeah.
When you said a little crispy, it's sort of like giving him too much credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a
Little
normal
crispy is
thing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Picture
and
something
that's not-
abnormal.
What's-
It's not what we're talking about. We're
What's
talking about
the
searing.
Persian rice dish that's like
Oh, yeah,
you
where it's,
do
like,
kind
burnt
of
at the
burn it on
bottom.
the bottom
Yeah,
and you flip it
wait.
over.
It's like saffron rice or something.
tagine. Is that it?
Tagine is a spice.
No.
Fucking idiot.
He looked right at me. He looked right at
Isn't
me.
tagine
He
the
said tagine
dome
was a
that
spice.
they
What, like
cook it
the-
in?
Plus dome.
The dome, I cook, clay pot, curry.
Burnt rice.
Sear
We're at
thus.
UChicago.
I mean, that is going to be so good.
Tagine, it's good.
We're all inside a Reg Egg. No, it sounds like that, but tagine is the spice. Let's get a numbers crunch on this fucking.
I love-
burnt
It
rice.
is the spice, but it's also
Tahini?
No, tagine. A tagine is the thing that you cook it
Burnt
in.
rice
There's no
Persian
spice. I don't
dish.
think, called tagine.
Yeah.
tadig.
yes,
Correct.
that's it.
Tadig. Yeah, so it's like
But I think it's
got
also
trucks,
called.
got jeeps, got trucks, Libradome, tadig, burnt rice.
It says crispy.
Really? Then it's not
it's
good enough.
also it's also spelled Tachin. So
Tahdig. I
Tajin.
thought. This is fucked up.
Got lost in translation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. And speaking of,
Did you just vape?
no, you said lost in translation, so I went
Oh, like at the end where you can't hear what he's saying.
at the end of what?
Have you seen the Priscilla movie yet?
Nailed it.
I almost went this
The
weekend.
Sofia Coppola.
Wow.
That
I
one-
haven't
Bond of the
really been
week.
able
This
to
week, my bond of the
hear-
week is Anya's boyfriend.
Why?
Because he's handsome, he's suave, and he knows when and how to give others the floor. Just like James.
What?
What?
When did you
What?
even meet him?
When did you even meet him? Kidding me? He was at the Headgum Happy Hour last October 17th.
That's what I'm trying to figure
Are
out.
you kidding me? It was in passing 19 months ago.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, he was.
Why he's in your kind of mental zeitgeist at this
frontal
moment.
cortex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, left and right side brain. Me thinking about, what's his name, Sandy?
No, it's not. But thank you. I'll tell him.
Well,
He doesn't know who you are. So.
not yet. Not until you tell us ass.
We didn't come over that time you invited just me and him, not Casey, to your house.
Yeah, there was a day in the studio. We've talked about it before, but this is just for Richelle. I was gonna move to Laurel Canyon.
This part's
That's
not
a brag.
important.
That's a lease. And I was like telling Anya about it because I was like, oh, I have to move. And she was like, where are you moving? I said, Laurel Canyon. We talked about how we love Laurel Canyon. I said, you and your boyfriend should come over.
And Casey was right next to me.
Unbelievable HR violation, I
It
believe.
was so funny.
It
I was like,
was
okay, Casey's
illegal
not
to
invited.
think,
Casey's
let
not
alone
invited?
extend
Yeah.
the invitation.
And my boyfriend,
yeah.
who he has met once in passing 19 months ago.
And then what ended up
he hasn't
really
stopped
happening
thinking about him since.
was that we went to Amir's wedding in Laurel Canyon. And it was
Wow.
me and Casey.
Weirdly.
So
Yeah.
it ended up not being ideal for anyone involved. And I didn't even move to Laurel Canyon.
And we weren't invited to the wedding.
Oh.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Rochelle was there.
Or my
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Rochelle was there, and your
But-
boyfriend.
Everyone was sent the registry, which seemed fucked.
Well,
I
I figure
agree.
if you're not there in spirit, you can be there in cash.
Can I ask you a question, Amir?
Sure.
I got an email last night that said,
Oh, that was a thank you note for your
Yes.
gift.
Can I follow up, ask
Wait,
a question?
I also have a question
This says-
after that.
Okay,
3
this-
questions?
This says, thank you from Amir and Avital. It says, Dear Geoff, you gave $ low tier. Thank you. Best regards, host, PS anecdote. Did you
Okay,
send that
so-
to everybody or just me?
I copied and pasted that, and then I was supposed to update it depending on who gave what and stuff like that. But I might have accidentally sent it a little bit too early.
There's no way. There's no way.
Can I
I feel
ask
like
a
everyone
follow-up
else.
question?
'Cause- Yeah,
Sure,
Marika,
yeah.
what was yours?
I forgot to do the registry.
You forgot
Is
to
it
do
too
it.
late?
It's not too late,
Your
it
money
is-
is no good here,
Yeah, it's a little
and
tacky.
Jeff's wasn't quite enough. So
Right.
between the two of you,
I got you the blender, right? The blender that you slacked about today?
I do have 2 blenders now because somebody gave us a blender and we already had one. So if
Yeah.
anybody
You-
wants a
'cause
blender,
you're-
Wait, did someone give you a blender off registry?
yes,
That's crazy.
Didn't
No
I?
offense
I thought it was
to
me
them.
that gave you the blender because I thought it was like $50.
No,
Which,
you
if that's
gave-
low tier, I don't know who your friends.
we
are.
got a nice blender. It was
Did you
like
have
$50?
stuff on your
Really?
registry? Like, did you have items on the registry?
No, it was just a
Okay,
honey
that's
fun.
what I thought.
Mine. Yeah. Okay. I just gave cash. I would love for that. So what? My initial plan was to.
Do you
send
want a blender?
What's that?
Do you want a blender?
I have a blender.
Do
So
you-
unless it is a Vitamix, I'm good.
It's not, but it looks like one. Do you think that person regifted? Like, what's up with that? That's
It was like a family friend, so it's like an older couple. So they were just like, I don't give a shit
Every
about the
wedding.
registry. I
Every
don't know what I'm
wedding, they
doing.
just do
I'm giving
blender.
them. Yeah,
Can I
nice
pitch a
blender.
business idea on this note?
Anya's note?
So obviously, there's a lot of times that gifts are warranted to somebody to say thank you.
Yeah.
You know.
And we did send you a thank you card.
Right. And it was hurtful to hear and read. Basically, gift baskets are a thing, like cookies, wine, cheese, crackers, whatever.
Crackers.
I wonder, just from a sustainability standpoint and price, if we create thrift baskets. So it's like a Harry and David, gift arrangement, but it's mostly garbage.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people think gift baskets are already mostly garbage. So, yeah. Did you have a question, or was it about the blender?
There were 3 questions queued, and Marika's was second. I'm sorry, Anya.
She already asked hers.
Yeah,
When
Marie,
was
so it's your turn.
So it was my turn.
Sorry
It kind of,
about
I
that.
actually was wondering what they gifted you. I didn't realize you had a honey fund. And now I'm kind of fixated on this couple that gives blenders to everybody. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to
I
them.
I had another idea to get you for the registry before. It was just like, oh, give us cash. It was gonna be kind of its own gift basket, not a thrift basket, different idea of like, formula, nursery, wallpaper, diapers, etc.
Stuff to like
Basically-
incentivize having kids.
Not even incentivize, more so pressure.
I
right?
see.
Like,
So it's like now we
when-
have all this stuff. So like, let's have this serious talk because Geoff sort of
let's
pushed
have
the
this
issue.
serious tyke, right? Let's get a kid in that backyard.
In that basket. You should give a kid
basket.
basket.
That's really good. Like a fire station situation.
Yeah, pick them up from the fire station on the way to the wedding.
Playmobil meets Play-Doh. Yes.
Marika's pissed. God, Geoff. I just
Yep.
realized there's a way for Marika to see you.
How so?
A
Just
giant
put it on
mirror
my
here?
laptop?
No, switch the input video on the Zoom. You can cut this out and switch it to the webcam. You should be able to do it.
But then she
But
wouldn't
then she won't see
us.
us. Forget it. All right.
Yeah.
The way for her to see me would be for on my laptop to stay on the Zoom. But
I just feel bad for her because
What about a giant
she's
mirror
missing
idea
such an
that I had?
important part of this.
true.
Are you going to talk about your
Yeah.
Halloween costume? Because it looks like you still have residue.
Oh, wait.
makeup
Are you going
from
to talk
it.
about the episode we were supposed to record on
I
Friday,
would-
but you
yeah, I
couldn't
would
because you
love
said you had to work on your Halloween costume and you gave us
to
30 minutes
rehash
notice and then
that.
you called me while I was in a session to see if it was inconveniencing me that you were canceling so last minute?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
I think Grace cut that out, I think.
Grace, leave it in.
I was Mugatu
Okay.
from Zoolander.
Do you have pictures or anything?
Not on my phone.
You still have the eyeliner or something.
Don't
I know.
be
You
like
do.
mad about that.
I'm not mad. I just am like, I don't have the fucking receipts yet.
So did you think about it last minute? Is that why you had to push the
No, I
record?
ordered it a week in advance and
You
it
have to
just
wait for
didn't
it.
come. It was supposed to come Wednesday, it didn't come. It was supposed to come Thursday, it didn't come. It's supposed to come Friday. I was like, that's my last fucking chance. Didn't come.
Yeah.
So I had to go drive hither then thither, Spirit Halloween, etc. Instacarting
This
nonsense.
is what you want to
really.
avoid.
Yeah, it's-
Instacarting what?
The fucking lettering, right?
Okay.
Tape on MUGATU.
I mean, you could've
All
used, like,
individual.
And here's what I'll say.
Orders.
And I'll, what's that?
All individual orders.
All individual, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone came up to me. Well, forget it. I'm not going to tell the story. I do have a photo of it though. Anya also said all will be forgiven if I get a photo of that costume. So
Yeah.
I will give it to you.
So no forgiveness yet.
Not
I
yet.
don't really remember saying that.
I have the receipts.
How long did it take you to pull together the
4.5
rest of the costume?
hours.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Was it worth it?
Let me work it.
Yeah.
It's a commercial.
Because you did cancel like an hour before the recording. So and I know
ultimately-
Are you a millennial who misses what life was like in the 2000s? Have you had a hard time finding new or curated music? Are you interested in multiple perspectives on relationships, dating, and music? Then you're gonna love See the Thing Is, a podcast hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and media personality and podcast trailblazer Mandy B. Twice a week, Bridget and Mandy have nostalgic conversations in their grown segments, political pop culture conversations in their honest segments, and relationship hot take conversations in the slightly toxic segment. The opinions on the show are real and are brought to you by the genuine connections the ladies have with the guests that they like to call their friends with benefits. Each week, you'll leave with some new music recs or a curated playlist that you didn't even know you needed in their freshly squeezed music segment. Most recently, the ladies have sat down with Ari Lennox, Big Freedia, Remy Ma, and Van Lathan, so you're gonna want to check it out. Also, Neo. Follow and subscribe to See the Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New audio episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday, and visuals are available on YouTube Wednesdays and Saturdays. Check it out. Guys, there was a time when I didn't really feel like I was at my best. I wasn't sleeping very well. I wasn't getting, that real clarifying sleep that helps you kind of digest your dreams. I don't know what else to say. And I woke up feeling sluggish and, like I wasn't really supporting myself in the best way possible, getting all the things that I need from what I was consuming every day to have good sleep and to have that mental clarity. But if you're a longtime listener to the show, you know that I've been drinking AG1 for almost 2 years now. I started drinking AG1 every day when I was living in New York, and I could just feel a real difference in my sleep schedule, my daily health, and I noticed I had a lot more energy. I figured that I could focus more. I was really on it, in a lot of regards. And that's because AG1 is a foundational nutritional supplement that supports your body's universal needs, like gut optimization, stress management, and immune support. Since 2010, AG1 has led the future of the foundational nutrition industry, continuously refining their formula to create a smarter, better way to elevate everyone's baseline health. I was taking a lot of pills and supplements during the lockdown part of COVID, but it ended up being really expensive. And also, you don't want to be, accounting for that many pills and vitamins every day. It's just too much work to really sustain. But with AG1, it's just one scoop in a cup of water every day, which I appreciate because I'm getting my magnesium, I'm getting all my B vitamins, I'm getting vitamin C, ways to support my immunity, for sure. I've been recommending AG1 to all my family and friends because of the effect that it's had, specifically on my sleep quality. I have a lot of friends who are stressed all the time, and, I've been recommending AG1 to them because I'm like, hey, this really helps me sleep better. And that's why AG1 is the supplement I trust to provide the support that my body needs every day. And that's why they've been a partner of the show for so long. So if you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/what's that? Again, that's drinkag1.com/what's that. Check it out.
Recordings only last an
prepare.
hour, so he could have.
Ultimately, they only last an hour. We'll give you an extra hour
Geoff.
for preparing.
I don't know if Marika's not hearing the sound effects or if she's just specifically
I'm not,
regarding
which I
them.
tried to say minutes ago, and you just steamrolled over me.
It says sharing computer audio.
You're not sharing
actually,
it.
I actually do think I know why this is.
Okay.
Do you want to fix it?
Yeah.
Go to settings.
Okay.
Well, this is the most. We've done this now 3 times. No, settings on the computer.
Yep.
On the computer settings.
Of course.
It's at the bottom. Go to audio.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, it's not muted. Is the output muted? It's not. So no explanation.
This is awful. Moving on / circling back to, and I didn't mean to be rude, Richelle, but let's get back into the question, which is diving into your past. Let's see what, it's Halloween tomorrow, not when this episode comes out, but let's check in on those skeletons in the closet. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
You obviously don't have to answer that naturally.
Yeah.
I will share this one because it got solved.
Okay.
Oh.
But I officiated my friend's wedding and I lost the ring.
Wow.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
But then we found it.
Oh, that's good.
Where was it?
So I had
I had a few drinks and
I swallowed
found
them
it in
whole.
a pawn shop.
I had dropped the ring in my car in between the console and the little, the little black hole.
Yeah.
And then, tried to find it. It wasn't there. Did everything I could.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, brought the car to Jiffy Lube to remove the car seat. This is like 2 hours before the wedding.
Wow.
Jesus.
And they couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
And me and another bridesmaid went back to see where we parked the car and see if we could find anything. And this old couple walks by and they are like, "What are you looking for?" And I'm crying on the floor. I'm very stressed. And we're like, "We're looking for a wedding ring." They're like, oh, wow. Well, don't worry. We won't tell anyone. And then this old lady looks down and the wedding ring is right by her feet.
Oh my God.
And
Destiny
And that old lady.
married my brother-in-law. So that's the worst thing you've ever done?
That's the worst thing I've ever done.
That was hard for you to go
What the fuck
there.
are you talking about?
That's pretty good. If that's the worst thing you've ever done, I think you're
Yeah, I'm a really good person.
really good person. Yeah.
Seems like an honest mistake.
Yeah. This isn't like the post nuptial episode or whatever, but how do you feel being married? Do you feel like a different man, or is this all the same? You just have you don't have a ring on, by the way. There it is. You were concealing it, though. There was some kind of level of embarrassment.
It's because I'm still trying to hit on chicks, so like I'm trying to hide it for them in case any like the YouTube commenters want to slide into my G-chat DM.
Amir's now just walks around like this.
You want people to
this isn't
Gmail
cheating.
message you?
G-chat, yeah.
G-chat, yeah. Even nicher, I think, less used.
Yep, for sure.
But that's cool because that means he's only targeting women his age and older.
Well, the demographics, you might get into some hot water here because,
Yeah.
yeah.
You look married.
Thank you.
That was not a compliment.
I hate that.
You have been different.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. In a positive way, or
Moving on.
Yet to
or-
be.
That's a new thing that we do. Is or ... responses. Solid bit.
Let's talk company reports. I feel like we've not really talked about what's going on at the network recently. And I feel like the listeners not only deserve to know, but are well overdue to know.
Are you going to ask Richelle what
Plus
she gets?
dome.
What she
What's
makes?
I don't know what most of y'all do.
That's so clear, ultimately.
I sort of forgot Marika was here, and then she came in with that
Every
epic drop.
every time you do this,
Yeah.
This.
it's pointless.
It's jointless because there's no union between us.
What do you mean
It's not a-
company report? What do you want to
Fucking-
see?
Checking in is all on Teams, Microsoft or otherwise. I'm wondering what Richelle does and how it's been going for Richelle.
I don't work here full time.
So you're a freelance producer.
I'm a freelance producer.
Yeah, and you work on Handbook. You work on
Nope.
Gossip
Lil
Kings.
Rel, Gossip Kings. Just Gossip Kings.
Factually.
Definitely.
And the new show.
And then new show, which I don't know. if it's
Foosballs
announced.
or
We can announce, right?
it's the one.
No.
No.
Jeff, I'm begging you.
I'm
Which
fucking pleading
they
with
haven't
myself to get
announced,
this
so
fucking
cut
back
out.
on track. I don't know what's happening. I'm just trying to ask Richelle about her company report, and it's going off the rails.
Get played? We can talk about it.
Get paid.
We haven't announced.
We haven't announced, so cut this out. first.
Segments or
You can bleep it. But it's an exciting show and it's coming soon. And you guys are going to be excited. And
Okay.
Rochelle's working on it.
Not much of a company report for the public if they don't even know what the name of the show
Right,
Rochelle's
which
been
is what
working
we
on.
say every single time, where it's like, you don't know what you're
Why
talking
so-
about.
why
Maybe don't bring this
so
up.
secretive?
You don't know.
I
what
don't
everyone's
understand why it
jobs
can't
are.
be public knowledge. Build some hype over this shit.
It will
Well,
be
who
hyped
knows
when
when
you
this
bleep
episode's
everything.
even coming out?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's true. This episode could be coming out in like late
Actually,
November.
it will be already launched by the time this
When
comes
does
out.
when does the show launch?
When does the what?
When does the
what were you
show
gonna say
launch?
first?
When does the company launch?
We've been live for a while.
years,
Yeah.
for almost a decade. Yeah.
November 6th, I think.
This will definitely. It'll all be over.
This show will be canceled by the time
Exactly
this show's
right.
Jeff, what's your job?
I am a freelance producer only on this show, and I host this show, and I edit the sketches and miscellaneous videos,
Okay,
You write
here's a
them?
question. Here's
and
a
I
question.
write them, and I'm in them.
For real. A
Sure.
real question.
For real. I think I should get adult braces for the bit.
For
Because
the
I
bit?
have this one tooth that's like a little bit out of whack. I don't like how they look on this camera.
Did you
'cause it
say
looks
for the bit or for a bit,
I
like
think
for
he
a
said
small
the
period of
bit.
time?
for the bit? So like for
Got
a
it.
year, I would have adult braces.
Got
and
I mean, that's fine because you're 25.
that's still young enough to have adult braces. I feel like that's well past the cutoff.
No, I think, isn't that like cool right now?
to have braces,
Yeah. I feel like I see a lot of
I feel like I might get
girlies with.
yeah.
like a grill.
I don't know about that. Can you get like one brace?
I'm on a
Just like a
crazy part of
little-
the internet.
A single brace.
Just for your one tooth?
Orthodontics
the
are
circles
hot
it
now.
might
tooth
trend
gem?
in are not
Oh, yeah,
circles I want
tooth gems
attention
are in.
from.
All right, new DJ
I-
name, Invisalign.
I do have a question for Jeff.
Yeah.
And it's for the listeners. Do the listeners think that you work here full time?
The listeners know that I barely work here at all, I think.
Okay.
Although I do think some of them are like, get mad at the company for not giving me health care. And I'm like, I'm not an employee. I'm a contractor.
And how
which
do they
is
know
legal.
that we don't give you healthcare?
I know.
Because I've complained about it on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's
'Cause
probably why.
Because it's on my mind because I turned 26
some shows
3 weeks.
Could, well,
What are you going to do for healthcare?
Probably the Cal thing that everybody does. Cal Health.
Medi-Cal?
Covered California.
Covered California. They keep changing the name, I feel like, too. But whatever the thing is.
You're still
everybody
covered under your parents' insurance,
does. For only 3 more weeks.
and then it'll be a problem. So what is everyone upset about?
Because
Hasn't been
3
a
weeks
problem
is
yet.
not a long time. And what if I fall off a ledge?
He is often on ledges.
People never talk
People
me
push
off
him to
either,
the brink.
too.
Yeah.
Imagine being at a ledge at the Reg Edge.
I really feel like I might end up on the edge of the red. I'm dyslexic visually.
What does that mean?
That means he
People-
thinks eggs have
That is
ledges.
what dyslexic is.
I really do wish that people would talk me off the ledge back into the building. I feel like people chant for me to get off the ledge towards the death.
I
This is
see.
like your second Joker reference.
That would be a really funny costume for tomorrow is me walking into the office for the Halloween happy hour. Like,
What's
So
that?
yeah, what do you know what you're gonna be, Geoff?
Dun, dun,
thank you.
dun, dun. Gary
Oh,
Glitter.
Gary Glitter. He's going
Yeah.
to be Gary Glitter. That's cool.
That's really cool.
Because he's the guy that.
What did you guys do in the break between
the
when you
guy.
had healthcare and when you got
He
it
did a
from a
bad thing.
company?
Gary Glitter did a bad thing.
Oh, he did a bad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't dress up.
I'll just cut this out entirely.
Like the entire
Um,
episode until now?
Probably, well, we had the Reg Egg, that's gone. Richelle didn't want to talk about the skeletons in her closet, made up some bullshit about losing the rings. I'm like, we'll keep that in, I guess, but just so that people can know how fake you are.
I killed a person.
Oh my
God, cut that out.
Dun, dun, dun. No, wait, so yeah, but everyone here didn't have healthcare for a minute. What do? You just do the Medi-Cal covered thing.
What do you mean for a
Richelle, you don't
minute?
have healthcare.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I pay for Covered California.
And how is that for you? Do you have dental?
I do. I have everything. It's kind of expensive.
How much is it per month? I'll bleep it out.
Like $275.
He's not going to bleep it out.
Why does it matter that to bleep out? Like, you say so much worse things, and now you're just asking the price of health insurance.
I will say
That's true.
when you do it, you should get PPO, even though
Yeah.
it is kind of expensive.
Well,
Well,
that's what they always ask you at the doctor's office. Do you have PPO?
my
Do you
parents'
have
insurance hasn't always paid for everything out here because it's like regional to Ohio. So like my eye doctor
Maybe
doesn't.
you should go back.
There's
But
a
now it doesn't
reason the
matter.
universe is pushing
Yeah.
you to
Yeah.
the moon.
Closer to the Reg
Magnetic.
Egg, first of all.
Maybe
For
I'll be
sure.
Magneto, Ohio tomorrow. So I'm being magnetically pulled to failure / returning home.
I'll be Magneto Ohio tomorrow.
I
And
feel like
this
we're
is coming
covering
out like
nothing.
mid-November, and we're talking about Halloween.
True.
Did you plan anything for this one?
I did. Company reports, and we've gotten through just Richelle's, which I do appreciate it, Richelle. Your last name is
Chen.
Chen. I just didn't know her last name because I wanted to call her by her last name, like we were all on a team sport, right? What about Richelle Zero?
It's pretty cool.
Who says no to that?
Nobody.
Are you from? Don't tell us where you're from, but are you from California? Or like, did you go to high school in California?
Racist.
I didn't go to California high school.
Okay, so maybe we can guess what state Richelle went to high school. And
Well,
then-
you went to Reed. We know that. It's either Reed or Lewis and Clark, and don't even tell me which, because I just want to believe you went to Reed.
Okay,
Re-
so your guess is
but
what?
Reed that.
Your guess. Your guess is what? Oregon?
Yeah, Portland.
No.
Not
kidding
Oregon.
me?
You guys are not going to get it.
Wow,
Let's
Marika,
go
what's your guess?
Tallahassee.
That's not a state,
No.
obviously.
State of mind.
I'm in
State
a
of being, state of
Tallahassee state of mind.
What? Okay, let's describe that.
New
about
York
the-
state of mind, but from Tallahassee.
No,
Do you know
but
what state?
What would Tallahassee state of mind be?
I've got a
Oh.
punch up.
Football related.
I've got a
college
punch up for
football
that.
related,
No,
yeah.
no, not even. So it's somebody who works at a watermelon farm in Tallahassee.
Okay.
I'm in a Tallahassee state of rind.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
knew that was coming.
Yeah. Marika, state
Marika-
guess?
As
Why
from the
doesn't
future,
what I
so
say
she
ever
knows,
bring
she
people
knows
joy?
everything I'm going to say
I'm-
in this episode.
I feel like we're going to get there eventually. There's only 50 options. We've already eliminated 2.
No,
Georgia?
No.
you guys aren't going to get it.
Maine.
You know?
Yes.
Oh, you
'Cause
know what
I-
high school?
Well, because like I kind of ask Rochelle questions, like I
Oh, like
So
what
am
high
I,
school
and
did you go
everybody's
to?
lambasting me for it. I'm asking her great questions.
Incredible
with
question.
equally great expectations. Missouri.
Mm-mm.
Kidding me?
You didn't. Yeah.
Oh, did you know?
This is an ambush.
Because it's not Missouri. Marika, you haven't guessed one yet.
Yeah, because I haven't had a chance to get a word in
No,
edgewise.
this is bullshit,
That's true,
Marika. Like,
actually.
just, again, overlapping dialogue.
Connecticut.
No.
San Francisco.
You are simply
Oh,
never going to get it.
I was born in San Francisco
Oh.
or the Bay Area.
Nevada.
No.
No.
Marika just.
Montana.
Oh,
No.
North
No.
Dakota, because it's the
No.
least populous.
Wyoming.
No.
No.
Uh,
There's a chance it's not a state.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico?
Wait, that was a red herring. Florida.
Yes.
I knew it. Canada?
No.
Are you from fucking Canada?
No.
Wait, was it not in
Hawaii?
America?
No.
It was not in
Guam.
America.
It's got to be Guam.
Look at me.
I don't. Yeah. I don't understand why you guys can't. I can't tell if you're doing it
I
right.
feel offensive guessing
It
Asian.
was an offensive
Well, no,
question.
like, guess what?
Wait, why
Guess
do you
what
think it's
state
offensive?
Rochelle went to high school in? I'll
Why do
say
you think it's
China. Like if I said
birtherism.
that would be
Well, that's
offensive.
closer.
Singapore?
No. You're close.
Vietnam?
No.
This is wrong.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought Amir was asking. He was
That's
like,
why-
he
yeah.
was like, no offense, but where did you go to
Latin
high school?
America.
Where did you go to high school?
It was Portugal, you asshole.
It was Portland.
He was like, you don't have to answer, but
It was
where are
Reed
you
College.
from high school wise?
Okay, we give up.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Okay.
Wow.
Phnom
You went to
Penh?
high school in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Did you
but you
grow
were
up
born
in
in the
Thailand?
Bay. So you're born American
I'm born
citizen.
in the Bay. My parents separated. I moved
Yep.
to Thailand with my mom at 8.
Do you have dual citizenship?
No.
Okay.
They
Do you
don't
have
let you do
dual
that.
fueled gas range?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Do you speak fluent
Who's
Thai
your
like,
realtor?
perfectly? Or-
I actually don't know what that meant. I just said yes to that.
Yes, that just got uttered.
Who's
Yeah,
your
realtor.
realtor and do you speak
Do you
fluent
speak
Thai?
fluent Thai, and who's your real?
She
speak
says the
Thai
dual
like
fuel
a elementary
induction.
school.
Got it. Sort
That
of like
means
me
that
with
there's
you.
Yeah.
natural gas coming through the burners and there's electric
Yeah.
induction
Do you like
convecting
Thai
your
food?
gas.
Who's your realtor?
Do you like Thai food?
I love Thai food.
What's the best Thai food in LA?
Wait, I can tell you. Oh, I forget the name of the place. But she's answered that for me before. It's
Oh,
in
really?
Thai Town,
It's in Thai Town.
and it's called.
Is it gelato?
Ba Ord.
That's it.
Bao Ord.
It's not
Or
gelato.
Noodle
She said
3.
she didn't never names gelato.
Wow. Is that the one that used to be at Winchell's? Like there's a,
No.
but you know which one I'm talking
I don't know
about?
which one that is.
Is this the one that Amir got the green curry thrown on his windshield? He wronged a
What?
lover and she tossed Thai at him.
Is that real?
Of course it's real. Why would Geoff lie to you? Bao
sick.
Ord is your favorite
Okay, here's
Thai
another
restaurant.
personal question for Richelle. And I don't want to cross any boundaries, but have you ever dated a famous
A famous?
person?
Oh.
Or
I guess
conversely, who's the
kind
most
of.
famous person you've ever
It was a
dated?
guitarist in a band.
Whoa,
Chris
that's
Baio?
cool. How do you spell Bao?
What?
Who was
And
it?
who's your realtor?
Can you bleep it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't think we even
It was
need to.
it was a band that I really liked, so it
Damn.
was a big deal to me.
That's cool.
We've heard of them.
Is it P.A. Ord?
P.A. Ord.
Got it.
This is okay.
Please
we have to
bleep
move
that.
on. Company. I will. I'll probably
The
cut it out.
band or
entirely.
the food?
The band.
The food, anybody. can
Anya,
do.
company report, right? What has been going on beyond the studio falling apart at the seams?
So here's my question back to you.
Yeah.
Is company report what do you do at this company or how the company's doing? Because you've been
Both. It's three things. It's what do you do at the company? How is your job going at the company? And then how are you affecting the company's success, negatively or positively?
This looks really good.
All right.
It's good. It's the best.
So here's what's happening to me positively,
Okay,
personally at the company.
sure.
I hope Marty and Cohen don't see this.
They
They
never
definitely
watch.
will not.
So I went to Party City a couple weeks ago and I got 2 Halloween costumes
Sure.
in 2 different sizes, like 1 Halloween costume, 2 sizes, because I wanted to try them on. I didn't like either of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so but I forgot to return them.
Of course.
And after a certain day, you can only get store credit. And I was like, what am I going to do with $90 in store credit to Party City? So I messaged Marty and Cohen and I said, do we need any Halloween decorations from Party City? And they said, Yes, that's awesome. That's so nice that you went out of your way to kind of like volunteer to go shopping for decorations for us.
100%.
And so I was like, "That's no problem. Do we have a budget?" I got a budget. It was above $90.
Of course.
I went. I got the decorations. I used my merchandise credit, and I'm gonna get expense back for that.
You're fired.
So
I think.
that was awesome for me.
Did you say
personally.
the thing?
What is she talking about? Am I crazy to think that she's like
Don't do
alienating
this.
me?
Alienating me.
Well, me.
So yeah, so for me, this week is really good company wise and personally.
Yeah.
My position in the company.
Okay. Well, that was probably of the two, maybe the better company report.
Okay.
That's not nice.
It's not unkind,
No, it is unkind. That's exactly what it is.
really. I'm sorry, Richelle. Did you take offense or did you kind of dissociate? Because
I honestly don't know what you guys are talking about.
We should do a Headgum podcast. We should do an episode where you just make amends.
That's really funny. You know, oh wait, is there like a day of atonement?
Yom Kippur.
Really?
Yeah, it happened 3 weeks
Okay.
ago.
This.
Wait, really?
This.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to wait a whole nother year. That's a whole nother year to rack up wrongdoings.
Yeah.
You could do your own Yom Kippur. Jeff,
No, that feels
Jeff
also
Kippur.
off. Let's do
Yom
it.
Jeff. What about Yomsby?
Dome
Jeff.
Kippur.
Dome Jeff is my day of atonement. Plus atone.
Atonement.
Amir, company report. You're technically still an owner, or did you sell your stake/stock?
He still steak
And
now.
if you haven't yet, why not then?
Everything's going well,
Yeah.
except for a few things, obviously.
Obviously, there are a few cancers within the company, and I'm
Yep.
wondering who they are.
Wait, I want to know.
Yeah.
That's mostly Jeff.
Yeah, he means Jeff.
Yeah, but it's also Angie because she was born on July 9th.
What's wrong with that?
She's a
She's a
cancer.
cancer.
It's a cancer.
Nice. I didn't get that. I'm usually pretty quick to the joke, so I think I'm slipping in my old age.
Jesus.
Astrology is more of a young man's game.
Yeah, but just the fact that I didn't get the joke and everybody else did.
It's
is
like
a
earlier when
sign
you
of wear
thought
and tear.
I thought Marika went to Divergent University.
No, I didn't think that.
Yeah. Marika,
Seems like you
company
thought that.
report.
I don't know. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm doing work right now.
She's like too busy to make a joke. Do you think I'm going to get in trouble for the Party City thing?
I think that's a good thing,
Is that a
isn't it?
scam? Did I scam the company?
No,
Okay.
I think you're fine.
I mean, I'll
We
obviously send that clip to Cohen, but other than that, I think your white whale,
He's
your
on that
Moby
side.
Dick, Jeff, is getting Cohen on this show because he refuses to do it.
Yeah, but for him, it's like a non-starter.
Exactly.
He's like, I will never do it. And it's plain and it's not like a bit. Like Angie didn't want to do it, but we got her.
Yeah, like some people are playful about not wanting to do it. He's like very like.
That's why you got to
militant
try
about it.
harder. Is what
Yes,
Here's what
you're
we'll
saying.
also say is that Shackle is no more.
yeah.
That's sort of a company report.
Oh, because you changed your last
Yes.
name.
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted people to think she got fired. But yeah, no. Shackle is now Masa.
It's like a restaurant banner. Shackle is now Masa. Same taste.
management, same
yeah.
management.
Angie's list is now just Angie.
Angie Garcia's list.
I keep feeling like you're doxing these people by saying their last names, but
Yeah, right.
I don't know why. It just feels wrong.
Website, I think.
Oh yeah, I should probably update a lot of people.
This just in.
Breaking news.
Shackle's Masa.
You're confused.
I really want to have Masa, not Shackle, on again to wax all things
Masa.
cornmeal.
That's after you get through the rice, then you go to corn.
Cornmeal.
What about
Okay.
unicorn as your costume?
I just am worried I'll be propositioned too many times tomorrow night.
But you'll have like a
At the
corn
company
instead of a-
happy hour that starts at 4
I
p.m.?
don't
Yeah,
know. We
that
still
was like
don't have
mostly
HR.
children.
That's mostly coupled people.
Are you wearing a
Mostly
costume?
Cuckold people.
Exactly right. And I'm going to be the unicorn.
Unicorn
cuck.
on the cob is the complete.
That's not
costume.
bad at all. I
Right.
did think about just being corn.
Oh, like
Like
the,
Corn Kid?
the kind where you just like put a giant felt costume over your body.
The
and then
kind
go
where
around.
I roll in raw egg and then corn.
Mm,
What?
You know how when you're trying to like fry a chicken
yeah, like a schnitzel. You
in a
wanna,
way.
like, put an egg and then like rub it in cornmeal and then deep fry it.
I don't mind that as a costume.
He's saying corn
And I'm
meal,
wondering-
but he said corn first.
Yes,
But what if it's not
exactly.
even a costume for tomorrow? I guess that's what's more interesting to me.
Did you have anything planned for this episode? Because so far we've been
Company
48 minutes of
reports.
wax.
That's not a plan so much.
Okay, well, I tried. I tried to talk more about the company. I tried to make it not so much random shit. I tried to say, let's talk about Headgum and where we're headed. Are we headed towards the red or towards
Towards
the
the
black?
gum.
Nobody cares.
Say what you mean, Marika. Where did that come from? You've been supportive all hour.
Jeff,
Where
are you
is
coming
this
tomorrow?
coming from, Marika? I am.
I feel like you're not going to show up.
Yeah, it does get that vibe.
Yeah.
I
Like,
did.
He'll text us at 6 and be
Yeah.
like, hey, sorry, I'm running late because I had to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, like my accountant died and I had to.
Yeah. Little do we know Richelle assassinated him or her.
Do you think if
That is something
Richelle
you did
killed
once.
my ass, she would be revered as a hero? Statue in the parking lot, etc.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I think we should put a statue in the parking lot of someone, regardless.
Wait,
I don't
great
mind if it
idea.
would be me.
Let's vote on who it should be.
All hands for Geoff. Raise your hand for Geoff.
Mm.
I kind of think it's got to be D.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Is
a
Dee
good one.
still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last I
D?
saw her.
See?
Marty's dog.
Oh, Delilah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like,
She's alive.
All right, last question. This is just
put
a poll
respect
for the
on her
room, and
name.
then
Her
we'll do
name's
plugs.
Delilah.
Would you rather, this is a real genuine would you rather that I was talking with my friends about the other day. Would you rather have every statue come to life in the world and the personality / energy they bring is the energy and personality of what the statue is? So if there's like a statue of like Mars, like the Roman god, that's going to be a god of war coming to life. But these statues can't leave like a half-mile radius of themselves. Or would you rather every bug...
Your favorite restaurant. Oh my God. Forgive me for trying to put some
God
levity
forgive
to
me, he
this.
said.
Pa or give me. Or would you rather every bug in the world be 10 times as big?
Obviously, that one is awful. That's a non-starter to have
Yeah.
ants the size of dogs everywhere. They would infest
Wait,
all
3
of
times?
America. She
Well,
said
my
10
question is
times.
like numbers wise, right? So like let's not follow Amir's logic too quickly. Let's all form our own opinions.
Imagine termite the size of a fucking throw pillow. That would
Termites
be
are small. They're like
unsustainable.
this big.
But you
would
said
only-
10x.
Yes, fine. But let me talk to you about this shit. There's already
You're missing-
tarantulas this big.
He's just doing this.
fucking
He's just changing his mind
tarantula
on
the size
the
of a hula
stakes.
hoop.
exactly right.
So
My
yeah,
worry-
I'd rather there be a god of war that can't leave a 1 mile radius of fucking, I don't
Half
know.
mile radius.
Yeah, I mean, once you put
even
the
more
radius around
convenient.
it, once you put the radius around it, like I feel like the worst that's gonna happen is some blocks of major cities might get a little fucked up.
But we just wouldn't go there to
You know
those
what?
blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that's the thing. How many statues do you think are in the world versus how many bugs do you think are in the world? Because I think that there's like millions
more
of bugs, and I think that there's only
Exactly.
like a couple 100,000 statues.
Exactly.
We were
We're
already
all
on the
saying-
side
we're all
of
saying
the
the bug
statue.
thing
I
is
just
worse.
don't want anyone to be influenced by Amir just because he technically pays us all.
Billions of bugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jeff's,
Also, like-
just learning this for the first time.
This just
Also, like
in.
a lot of the statue
Billions
people
of
would
bugs.
be bad and racist, but you could just avoid their
That's what I
their
love.
radius.
Yeah, you can't
And, like,
avoid a bee. size
Arguably, they're
of
probably
a bee.
going to be in the same, like radiuses will overlap, possibly with some of their enemies or big personalities that they won't get along with, and you can just like watch them fight it out.
Yeah, like
They just
two
melted
Southern
down one
generals.
of the statues, didn't
Yeah.
they? Robert E. Lee, I think. They
So-
melted it.
Jeff is currently Googling.
Oh shit.
If a company sucks, should you tell the CEO honestly?
What did it say?
What does it say?
It says feedback to the CEO
Directly to the CEO.
or anyone in senior leadership.
Are you talking about like a company you work at or a company you don't like?
I just think
So
we
like
should-
Coca-Cola. Nestle does bad stuff. You're going to tell the CEO?
I don't have any pull there, but I feel like I could like pull fucking
Nothing here.
really.
No.
Plugs.
Also, ultimately, the culture's pretty good.
Yeah, ultimately it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that statues coming to life, bugs 3 times the size, 10 times, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because
It does matter.
camaraderie.
Have different
Yeah.
conversations with your friends.
Definitely. What should I ask about?
My Instagram is @Amir. And I
Self-plug. That's
have a
the
new
self-plug.
podcast. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Segments. Only on Headgum.
For sure.
Marika did the
What's the
podcast
concept?
art for it. Jake and I have an ever-changing podcast. Every 10 or so minutes, a completely new segment to keep things fresh and fierce. Marika did the
That's
art
kinda
for
like
it,
what
so we appreciate that.
trying to-
Ferris Monchi, old Headgum all-star for this show too, did the theme song for it. So check that
Theme
out.
song is great.
Geoff, that's kind of what you try to do, but now they're doing it. And you
yeah,
don't.
Yeah, it's kind of like the segments of the Headgum podcast. They're only a little more structure, and Jake and I are on every
Friendly
episode.
and on good
And like you
terms.
guys plan it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
On a
Right.
plan.
Company reports, I did plan.
Yeah, well,
Company
that was
reports,
just,
I did plan.
that was just
I
2
did.
words, not
Yeah.
really segments.
I said bond
Right.
of the week. I said Anya's boyfriend.
Yeah, we
because
abandoned
But you
those
didn't ask
things
us
pretty
what
quick.
our
handsome.
bonds on the week
I
were.
said he was suave.
Yeah, we
And I
didn't
said
get
he
through
knew
it.
Oh, yeah, I
how
never
to
did
give
my
other
bond of the
people
week.
the floor.
Our
when
segments are a little more
necessary,
structured.
just like
There's a
007.
beginning, middle, and end to everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There
and they
was.
help guide the episode.
There were intros. I
Yeah.
said, "Welcome to the show."
Here you just
Please
throw out
welcome
buzzwords,
Richelle
hither
Chen.
and thither.
I said, welcome
Sometimes
Anya
yes,
Zero. I
sometimes
said,
no.
welcome Amir
Sometimes we get to the end of a
Blumenfeld.
segment.
And
Sometimes
I
you get
think
so
that
derailed.
during the middle, we were talking about the worst thing Rochelle's ever done,
Yeah.
right? And that was sort of like the
Yep.
emotional crux of the episode. Towards the end, we started to get into like some more lighthearted
She
stuff.
wants
I
to
have to
go.
go.
Rochelle wants to
No,
leave.
It just sounds like I have two YouTube videos playing at once.
Sorry, it's on a tab I can't find.
We
Geoff
should-
is a tab you can't find. Everyone's laughing at you.
It's an ad playing in a tab you can't find. Shit, I see that there's like an audio thing on Chrome, but I can't fucking figure out how to stop it.
Yeah.
I have to go. I literally have to leave.
All
Why?
right.
Tell us why.
I'm meeting somebody at 3 p.m.
All right, Anya, plug. You can head out.
Radio Free Anya.
Yep.
Big new show coming in
Mhm.
January, right, Marika? We decided
Yeah.
January.
Yes.
So keep
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
eyes on this feed because I'll probably be
Motel.
back to. No.
Sorry.
Anya Zero will return.
Yeah.
It's the Anya 0 hour.
Anya
On the
Zero
hour.
Dark
Every
30.
hour on the hour.
Rochelle, what do you got?
My Instagram is @yard__sard.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's
my
Sard?
have you ever seen the yard sale signs that say yard sard?
Oh no.
Okay, it's
That's
that.
funny. Look, okay,
It's
got
it's an old meme.
Aging Amir yet again.
it. Not looking at me.
And my bond of the week is Geoff's bun.
You can't say that.
That's
That's where I draw the line.
Geoff is a man bun.
It's nice.
And imagine if
I
that
like it.
man
It looks
bun
good.
was a man bond. You
Man
ain't
bun.
shit.
Man, bun.
You ain't shit. See how you're nothing.
Marika, take us home.
Take us
Marika.
home.
Listen to segments.
us home.
Follow me.
Brownlee's
I'm Marika Elon on
Libradome.
all of the social media.
Sorry.
High school Thailand.
UChicago. Reg Egg. On the wedge. Amir, or sorry, Marika, what do you got?
I already
She did
fucking
it.
said it, so it
We can go
doesn't
now.
matter.
We're free.
Wow.
I gotta pee.
At Jeffrey James on Instagram. We'll see you guys again next week. That's
Was that
us,
even
folks.
45 minutes?
That was an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Bye.